I'm going to pull off a bit before you start your story, Chris, so that I've got some to keep me going.
Oh God, help me get out of here. I'm stuck in this room and all I can hear is Newsbag.
Hello, and a very warm welcome to Newsbag. We're the podcast that does for the news what an aspirin does for two broken arms. Not very much, really. I'm here with Hannah.
Hello.
And Jamie.
Good day.
Right. He nodded and you can't nod and then...
I got a sore throat, I had to swallow.
I look like I had to one of those, when you get a bubble in your throat. I saw it go
that
down.
sort of thing, yeah.
You saw it go down, like it crawled down the neck.
Saw it, couldn't hear it, saw it.
Jamie's nursing a Lemsip right now in his new news tea bag mug.
Sure do.
No.
See a picture of that on Instagram.
Yeah, because we now use Instagram, guys.
Do you want to just explain what happened there?
Well, we're learning, aren't we? We're all learning. But so I don't know if anyone remembers, but last series, because we do series now as well as Instagram.
Seasons.
If everybody remembers, we had a story about the world's fastest shed. Do you remember?
How could I forget it?
So I was like, okay, good way to use Instagram, because I've done some research, is for us to comment on things that have happened, so then people spot us and they might come and listen to the episode or something. So I was like, right, search for world's fastest shed. Thought I found the page that it was on. I was like, I'm going to comment.
Quickly go straight for the comments.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to comment on it. I was like, as featured on episode 4, whatever it was, of Newsbag. Firstly realised I'd commented on a different picture of a car.
Yeah, so something...
Just a brown car, wasn't it, even?
It was just a brown car.
Yeah.
Got myself into a really awkward conversation with this man who was like...
The one who posted
basically
that.
was just like, this podcast just looks like it's for misfits.
Yeah.
Stressed out, apologised, asked him another question about the world's fastest shed and said I've commented on the right picture.
He might not even know what that is.
No. And then Jamie pointed out that I'd already told him in the first post it was about the world's fastest shed, and I just asked the same question twice. And then I just turned Instagram off and went to bed because I felt silly.
The whole thing was a shambles. And you're still working up... You haven't gone back on the internet yet?
Nope.
You're starting exposure therapy, aren't you?
Yeah. So yeah, we'll get there with Instagram, but it's not working great at the minute.
We'll get there. Speaking of not working great, we went to the Norwich Valentine's Love Light festival.
Well, specifically the parade.
The parade, yeah.
Did you hear about it, Jamie?
I did. I was going to go, but it was actually cancelled last night due to the storm and that.
Yeah, Storm Dennis. They decided not to do it on Saturday. But we went along on Friday.
The cathedral looked good. The cathedral looked amazing.
Norwich Cathedral looked brilliant. They made a kind of a light show on the front of it. And then all these people gathered around outside, right, because there was a parade coming. Didn't go to plan. So first of all, the parade left the cathedral by a different gate.
Then had been advertised on the event
So
page.
everyone was standing.
Everyone was
just
just...
brilliant.
Yeah, seeing them walk up. I mean, it was noisy, so you could hear it, but imagine trying to move over there. Shambles. There was about 6 people in the parade. Then there were some dogs.
I like the dogs, to be fair.
Were the dogs lit up? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Luma dogs, they were called.
They were, but they did make it sound like there was going to be an entourage of dogs, loads of dogs. And there's probably about 12.
Not even together. It wasn't like they were... Oh, it's Isaac, but you know that scene in The Lion King, right, where Scar is looking out over his hyena marching army. I was hoping for that, but with dogs all in bright coats and lights and stuff.
I feel like you've oversold it yourself there.
I didn't even know what was happening until Hannah said, "Oh, we've got to wait for the dogs. We've got to wait for the dogs."
I was like, wait for the parade. This is the biggest event of the festival.
But they made the good effort, and just on the night it fell apart.
What made me laugh though is because when we go to things like that, we quite like it if something goes a bit wrong because we think it's funny. Yeah. So we were joking that was a shambles, but as we walked home, we heard this man walk past us, deadly seriously. What did he say? He was like, "Well, the only word to describe that is shambles," but he really meant it. When someone just takes it too seriously, and you're like, "Oh, you got to laugh about it."
It's a bit of fun, isn't it? Exactly.
Been up to much, Jamie?
Not loads, but...
Round 1.
Hey, I'm the judge today.
Oh, yeah.
Hannah is the judge.
Let Jamie do his self-news.
Thank you. Found it really hard to fall asleep last night because of the storm. It was really loud in my room. So I realised that the podcast has got another... I don't even know what to say. There's more benefits. More benefits to listening to the podcast.
Okay, there's more reason to listen.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it?
Put the headphones in if it's really noisy outside. Listen to the podcast. Shuts out the sound of the storm and go to sleep listening to our Voices.
Voices, yeah.
Is that a unique selling point of this podcast, or is that
Helps
just
you
like
sleep.
could be any podcast?
So this podcast helps you go to sleep.
Yeah.
What a selling point.
Is that
It
what we
also
were
helped
aiming
Bertie
for?
go to sleep last night, so
But you being your small child.
small 1-year-old.
Did you say like he pretended to be asleep, which is even worse because he was like, "Oh, God, I don't want to listen to this." Is it pretend to
to
be
leave
asleep?
if I pretend to be asleep? So.
It's a good start, isn't it? So, as we know from episode 1, we've changed things up a bit this series, haven't we?
We've all decided that the first episode was brilliant, so we've decided to continue with the format
Yeah.
without any feedback from any listeners, apart from just my wife.
Tell us
Yeah.
if you think differently.
We listened and thought, that sounds alright actually.
Yeah.
Get in touch though if you really want us to go back the way we were.
Yeah.
I don't
oh-
put it in such a negative state.
Oh, right. Just if you want us to be funnier,
No.
okay, better.
If you really enjoyed it, let us know.
If you want us to stop, we'll stop.
Yeah, exactly. But then you won't be able to sleep at night because of the storm. So, pros and cons.
Think about your decisions wisely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we've got rounds now. And I'd just like to announce that I'm the judge today.
Hannah's the judge.
So I'll be taking us through rounds and a few different bits that come with being a judge. I get to ring my bell when I want, and I get to give out points as and when and for whatever reason I fancy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fair enough.
So, yeah. So should we go into round 1?
Before we do, just want to say you look lovely today, Hannah.
Oh, thanks, Jamie.
So,
All right.
I think I might just give a point to Jamie.
That was your plan all
I've just
along.
realised I need to have something up actually to... Just wait a minute. So 1 point awarded to Jamie, and off we go. So round 1 is the news game. Did we agree on a better name for this?
Oh, Han. Oh, I love your...
what should we call it then?
I love your nose, Han. Can I have a point?
Bit weird thing to say.
It's pretty weird.
Love your hair.
It's getting weirder.
Right, guys, come on, name. What are we going to call this game?
Who's news?
Who's news?
You news, you snooze. No, wait, you snooze, you news.
You news, you lose.
Oh, yeah.
Newsy news.
Newspeak, because that's out of
Win, news or draw.
win, news, or draw.
Let's all go on a news ship.
Right, out of those, listeners, vote in. Let us know your favourites out of that delectable mix.
Yeah, if anyone's got a really good suggestion of what we can call this game,
You know who could come up with a good name for the news game?
who?
Matt Hayward. He was the first one to email us, newsbagpodcast@gmail.com. So he's emailed in and had some great ideas. I think he sent in a story. So, Matt, we need you to come up with a name for this, if that's all right.
Yes, please.
We'll call it the news game for now.
Yeah.
So the idea is there's 2 piles of cards in front of us, and we don't know which pile's which, but one of them has true stories, one of them has false stories. So you're both going to pick a card, and you're going to read out the news.
And try and convince you that ours is the real one.
Yeah.
Yeah, not described that very well. Let's go on with the game. Let's
get on with it.
It makes
Explains
sense
itself.
when we play.
Right,
Okay,
I'll
pick
take
a
the one
card.
closest to me.
Oh, so me and Jamie have not seen these stories before.
No.
I would like Chris to go first, please.
Okay. Celebrities to make sausages in new reality TV show.
I hope this is true.
Right? It is. So, don't need to hope. A new reality TV show has been announced for next year that will pit celebrities against each other to see who can make the best sausage. Celebs will work with professional butchers to choose their fillings in what Channel 5 is describing as the next big craze in British television.
See, when you first said it, I was thinking, well, it's going to be Channel 4, but Channel 5, okay. I mean, they are
It's going to be Channel 5. Like,
poor, yeah.
often things are promoted to Channel 4, aren't they? Later on, Big Brother.
No, that's not.
That went the other way. No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that went the other way. Well, it doesn't matter.
Seems pretty false to me.
Okay.
No, so, yeah.
I'd like to hear Jamie's before I start any questions.
Okay.
So mine says real at the top, and then it says dog eats 43 and a half socks.
So, all right.
A Great Dane in the USA, so a Great Dane, big dog, could
Yeah.
probably handle that many, was rushed to the vets after being found vomiting and retching an X-ray.
This isn't the same dog that was in our
Showed
story.
a large mass of foreign material inside his stomach.
It would explain the story from episode
We
1.
had this
Yeah.
dog had 15 kilograms of shit in his front garden.
After a 2-hour operation, a total of 43 and a half socks were removed from the dog's stomach. Luckily, the greedy pooch made a full recovery. The whereabouts of the other half sock is still unknown.
So that's what gives that away as being fake, I think.
I think I'll be the judge of that.
Well, but I'm allowed to make a point. Because imagine 43 socks in, you wouldn't go, oh, I've only got room for half.
I have got a question.
You probably would, yeah.
No, you'd be like, oh, I might as well, I've come this far.
Guys, I've got a question.
Yeah.
I love the bell. I have got a bit of an issue with this, Jamie. The bit I'm struggling with on the sock dog story at the moment is who has like 42 socks just out ready to be eaten. Like, that is a lot of socks. Like, if it was like a variety of clothes, who's got like 42 socks out?
Just to correct you, there must have been at least 44 socks because 43 and a half were eaten.
Right.
I think...
Remember, it says real at the top here as well.
Keep that in mind.
Doesn't.
I'm going to keep that in mind for a moment, Chris.
Yeah.
The issue I've got with this story, I've got issues with both stories.
Yeah.
The issue I've got with this story is like, would they just pick sausages, or wouldn't it be like a celebrity general, even if it was like barbecue based, so they could do sausages and burgers? Sausages seems pretty specific for a whole series.
Yeah. What do you think the Great British Bake Off is?
You could do cakes, pies, you could do a variety of things.
Bread.
On Bake Off.
Yeah.
Bread.
Well, here I imagine you could do sausage, bacon, any kind of processed pork product.
That's not what you told me though. You said it was all about sausages.
Well, yeah, you say the Bake Off's all about cake, but obviously it would include... It doesn't list the products that they're going to make. It's bratwurst,
Who's going to be on it? Do you know who's like on the first episode?
hot dog as well. There's loads of ways you can make a sausage.
Do you remember those little cans of beans with the sausages?
Yeah.
Well, they still do, but I love them.
They were good.
Who's on the first?
Well, no, it hasn't listed any. Channel 5.
I feel like I'd have heard about this TV show,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Well, it
was
was
the
only
date of the story?
2018.
When was?
So
this-
definitely would have heard
Yeah.
about it then if it was only last year.
Well, no, because I guess it got delayed.
The thing I'm struggling with is I'm
I
kind
guess
of
it got delayed. He's so lying.
okay. I think
Judgment time.
it is judgment time. I'm not going to do the bell because I feel quite calm about it, and I don't think I need to interrupt you because I'm speaking. I'm actually really want to get it right. I think that I can't quite believe that a dog would have had that many socks.
You need to
I
start
think it was
believing.
too specific.
You need to start believing.
And you know what? The thing that's really swung it is I really can't imagine Channel 5 making a programme just based on sausages with really rubbish celebrities.
Isn't
So
gonna go
I might
very
live
well.
to regret this, but I'm going to say that Chris's story is true.
Gone for me. Do you want to find out, shall I say?
Yep.
Ready to regret this?
Celebrities to make sausages in new reality TV show. It's fake news. Fake.
God, Jamie, I'm
Sorry.
sorry.
James was 43 and a half. That is pretty specific, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a mystery.
Sorry,
Can you-
Jamie.
I do think, I agree, initially that does sound like a lot. I think when you break it down that you have so many pairs of socks, it's probably didn't even look like that many.
No.
I'm going to give Chris 1 point,
Mm-hmm.
not 2 points, because I think that although he managed to fool me, it wasn't really Chris that convinced me. It was just me thinking that Channel 5 might make
Well,
a
I didn't
programme about
make up
sausages.
the-
I think
Yeah.
we'll see that as a theme.
Someone made a very good point that you would have heard about this show, so I changed it. I pretended like this came out last year.
Why did I that was such a good point, and yet I didn't. I still chose Chris. I deserve.
You
Can I take a point off me as judge?
Yes.
That was poor.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
That was
right,
3 of
so
us having points.
1-1 at the moment
1-1.
after round 1.
Yes. Heading into round 2, then. Round 2 is local stories,
Sure is.
where Jamie and I have got a local story.
Pick it up.
We've got one of the most incredible, unbelievable stories happening in Norfolk or Norwich, and we're going to try and dazzle Hannah.
And I'm just going to pick my favourite story, and I've not decided the criteria yet, and I'm going to be honest about that.
No, that's fine.
Jamie, I'd like you to go first.
Cool. So I've got a bit of what I consider to be non-news,
Okay.
but I thought,
Best kind of news.
Hannah, relatively speaking, compared to me, you're still fairly new to Norfolk.
Yeah. Fact.
Maybe you'd like to do some celebrity spotting.
We haven't heard from Jamie's celebrity spot.
This is Jamie's specialty.
Go back to his roots.
So, headline is 5 Norfolk celebrity hotspots.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So, how I'd like to start this one, there's 5 subheaders of these hotspots. I'm just going to read those out.
What, is this like how they've been categorised or something?
Yeah.
Double beaches, surely.
Number 1,
Norfolk
Roy's,
has nothing.
Roy's.
Roy's of Wroxham.
Sandringham.
Okay, yeah.
Well, that's a subheading.
Yeah. Oh, these are the 5 places, the
Okay.
5 hotspots, sorry.
Okay.
2, North Norfolk.
That is big. That is a big space when you were just talking about a county.
Number 3, South Norfolk.
No. 3, Norwich.
Nice.
The whole of?
Just the whole of it.
The whole of Norwich.
Well, that's us. Obviously, that's got Newsbag. So we're the celebrities there.
It does say that, actually. 4, Holt.
So specific.
I didn't expect Holt to be on there. I don't know what I did expect. I didn't expect Holt.
Why 5 wasn't number 3, I don't know, but South Norfolk.
No.
South Norfolk.
So North Norfolk and South Norfolk, that's pretty much covered the whole of Norfolk.
Yep. It has, yeah. And then Holt, for some reason, gets an extra.
And then Norwich, which is like the whole city.
So Sandringham, can you guess why Sandringham might be a hot spot?
Queen and that.
Queen and that, yeah. So they put here, there was the Sandringham Summit, so you could have gone and spotted the Queen. Also, they go there at Christmas, don't they? So
Do they give you some more detail about like best time to go there? Because
yeah, literally go at Christmas, or if they're having problems with the family. And the summit will be at Sandringham.
do they move there? Is that where they go to Sandringham when they need like a bit of a chat?
Yeah,
Yeah, they move there. So at Christmas, the Queen traditionally spends an extended Christmas break there. She travels by train to King's Lynn a few days before.
That's what I want to do over Christmas, is go to Sandringham and look from a distance
I know.
to see if I can see the Queen coming out of a train in King's Lynn.
We'll do that Christmas next year.
No.
I'm getting a bit annoyed at this story.
I'm pretty annoyed.
I don't like to worry you, Jamie, but I'm getting a bit annoyed.
I'm annoyed as well, though, so just remember that I brought
Empathy.
this being annoyed.
Okay, fine. Well,
Hannah, your hair looks nice today.
However, in a few weeks, this is too old now, so it has already happened, the personal history of David Copperfield, which stars Dev Patel, Tilda Swinton, Hugh Laurie, and Ben Whizzsure,
big names until we got to the last one.
will be in the Picture Perfect Coastal Village.
Where's that going to be?
Weybourne.
Where's
Right.
that? Is that the North Norfolk?
That's in
story?
North Norfolk, yeah,
Okay.
so just follow the signs.
Yep.
Moving on to Norwich,
Follow the signs for North Norfolk.
until
Queen.
it starts saying Weybourne.
If you'd like to see Ben Whizzsure, then follow the
It's
signs.
Ben Whizzsure. If anyone knows who's Ben Whizzsure in, let us know.
Don't even know his
Google
name.
it.
So, for Norwich...
Yeah. I'm expecting some big names here.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
So what I've realised is I've brought this story thinking it's like season 1 where it's just like I'm annoyed by the story. Now that we're in season 2 and I have to try and sort of win over the judge.
You might have gone for the wrong tactic. But no, I'm trying to keep calm.
Carly Rowena,
That is not.
Helen Anderson, Samantha Chapman, Nicola Chapman.
Hold on, this is Norwich. So in Norwich, these are the biggest names we can find.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't like Stephen Fry still living around Norwich?
Yeah, well, Delia
Yeah.
Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Why are
yeah.
they on the list?
Why are they not on the list?
Ed Balls.
I'm so annoyed.
Ed
Is
Balls, yeah.
from Norfolk.
He's chairman of Norwich City.
That is the best news I've heard all day.
I think I might potentially be related to Ed Balls.
Oh my
This has come up before.
Has it?
Oh,
Yeah.
you
I
thought
forgot
that
this.
was, yeah. Did you
Yeah.
look into it?
No, my auntie's looking into it. but-
Okay. Let us
Yeah.
know.
That is brilliant news.
Um,
If you can come up with proof that you're related to Ed Balls, you can have a point.
oh, okay, brilliant. Look into it now.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so they're all YouTubers.
Right.
Jamie, my frustration is building. Is
Yeah.
there any in the last few categories? Is a name a big name?
Michael McIntyre.
Okay,
Ooh.
where? Which
Start with that.
Which specific spot can we go and see Michael McIntyre?
Holt?
He Norwich. He went to a Norwich game.
I've had enough. That is ridiculous. We went to it. So it's not like you'll definitely. Oh God!
I've got one last big name.
You've got one more chance to save this story.
So if I give you these names, David Bowie,
Okay.
Elton John.
Okay. Now we're talking.
Yeah. So in the South Norfolk one,
Right.
prog rock legend,
Prog rock. Was that like progressive rock? Oh
Yeah,
God, it made me
exactly.
feel sick.
keyboardist Rick Wakeman, who played keyboard for David Bowie on some songs and some songs for Elton John. He lives in Norfolk now.
What? So you can't see the others? This is like
No, it's just-
hold on. This is like the same level as the puppeteer from series 1. Jamie, all I'm going to
Lived
say
in Norfolk.
is you can still be saved here because we haven't heard Chris's story, and we know that could. We never know quite what to expect there. But I am quite nervous for you about points at this stage.
How about if I round this off with comment of the week story?
Okay.
Because
Okay, I'm willing. Yeah. Okay.
We'll allow it. Okay.
Yeah.
I think-
I am furious at the minute. So
and I've built you up to be like that for this comment of the story.
So it's
Okay.
all going to pay off now. This is going to make it worth it. Drum roll.
This is from P. Boggis.
that's worth it. That name.
He's turned it around
What
just
does
on
it
that.
say? Is what P stands for?
No,
Oh, P Boggis.
The Bogmeister.
he said,
P-Bogs.
"Who cares?"
He summed it up, I think.
The thing is that could win it back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I think we need something to lift our spirits right now before we move on to
Oh, yeah. What is it, Anne?
time for Snackbag.
Snackbag.
Chris, I think it's your go.
I think it's my... It's my
No,
is it-
obviously me and Chris know each other quite well. I know there's going to be one that Chris really wants to pull out of him, one that he won't be bothered about. So
Okay. But hang on, didn't we agree the judge?
Yeah, we did, but we've changed the rules because I'm the judge.
Okay, you're just turn off the fire.
You're the judge, you can change rules each episode.
I've done the first thing I've grabbed.
It's not the one he wanted.
Is this a rip-off? Okay, it's Fruit Winders.
Can you remember these?
Yeah, I can.
Kellogg's Fruit Winders.
Can you remember them?
No, I don't actually. I don't recognise these.
Get one out.
Is it like a long...
It's got like... Was it in the 2000s?
Strawberry laces.
Kind of.
Oh, I love strawberry laces.
They are not.
But they come in...
strawberry laces.
They come in like a...
Okay, Jamie, do you want one? There you go. They come in individually wrapped.
Yeah, they were on offer. I wouldn't have brought these if not, because
No, that's
they're
fine.
normally really expensive. But it's this I remember
it's got
about
a comic
them.
strip or something on it as
Oh,
well, isn't
blimey.
it?
You have to unwind. You have to wind as you eat.
Right. You don't mind it. It's come wrapped up. Looks like a bandage.
It's got a little comic strip on it.
So it's quite a noisy snack.
Although, it does look like something I'd find in the first aid kit.
Well,
It's a bandage.
I'm going to pull off a bit before you start your story, Chris, so that I've got some to keep me going.
Nice.
Okay.
The bar's pretty high, isn't it, for my story now?
If you don't pull this back, that's going to be saying more about your story than James.
That says a lot. Okay.
Here we go.
I would like to offer you the following. A red rag to a bull. Fury over national park signs put up in Broads Village.
I do like one about a sign.
About a road sign.
I feel like I've had a disproportionate amount of stories about signs that we should have
There's
done.
a lot of signage in this one. Perhaps we need some signs pointing out the celebrities because no one can actually spot them because they never come here, Jamie.
Oh, we have got a sign. Apparently,
Don't
it just
start
says
slacking
North
my
Norfolk.
story off as part of your story.
That's what I do. I've got that advantage because you can't do it the other way because I've gone second.
I don't think I need to,
It slags
based on
itself.
history.
Slags itself off. Right. Published yesterday.
Do you know what I love when I watch Chris tell his stories every single time? He just looks like he's genuinely reading it for the first time every time.
Right,
And I think he does do preparation. I think he does do preparation, but it never seems like it. Okay.
Road signs installed in Loddon. Wonder if they've got any celebrities there, Jamie. Who's in Loddon?
Is that North Norfolk?
No.
Road signs installed in Loddon by the Broads Authority to promote the Broads as a national park
Okay.
have sparked an outcry over misleading wording.
Okay.
Right? Now, I haven't
What's
told you.
misleading about it?
Yeah, well, yeah, we haven't told you what the wording is. They're just kind of leading you in. Parish councillors unanimously agreed to demand Norfolk County Council remove the signs. District Councillor Kay Mason-Billig. What a
Great
name.
name. That is an
That's
excellent
an amazing name.
That's as good as the P, whatever the comment in the
Billig.
story. Yeah.
I've got to come on. I've got to come on the story.
You were so
You can't steal my thing.
I'm getting on Jamie's, they're treading on his
Oh
toes
my
again.
god, this could cause mayhem at the end.
And there's a mystery in this story as well.
Oh my god.
Stepping on his toes.
Putting these signs up is like waving a red rag to a bull, she said. They didn't consult us on what the sign was going to say. They stuck it up in a stupid place, and local people are very worried. So you probably think worried. So you're probably thinking, God, what does the sign say?
Yeah, it must be
How bad
something
is
quite
this?
bad.
How bad is
Something
this?
racist or something?
Oh, well, I'll tell you now. Okay, you ready? What the sign says?
Go on.
I'm ready.
It says Broads National Park. That's what. And,
I'm fairly laid back, but I'm not offended by it. Like, and I don't know why.
What's that problem?
well, exactly. Now I don't know how much consultation that required. They've put it on a. Well, I'll let you describe the pic, Han. So
Okay.
there you go. So you just describe what you see. That's the sign in
Okay.
question.
So there is a 30-mile-an-hour thing. Then it says Loddon, please drive carefully. Normal thing get. Underneath it, they've added what I presume is the new sign that says Broads National Park. There's a picture of something. Is that a bird? Is that what they use on all like signs like that?
I'd imagine so.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
like
I
a
mean,
picture.
I'm not offended yet.
No. Yeah, so they've added it to an existing sign, so that's fine. Also, she said it's in a stupid place. It's just by the side of a road in the middle of nowhere. How's that?
Is this like? Is it, they actually? Does it explain why they're annoyed?
Yep, right. The decision was taken to ask the county council to remove them immediately. Says a few signs like this. Ms. Mason-Billig added the councillors felt they hadn't been consulted about the signs by the Broads Authority after emails to the council's clerk went unanswered during a period when the job was vacant.
Well, there wasn't anyone doing the job, so.
But what were they emailing? What were they saying? Like,
Mystery, though. The lack of response meant the matter was never discussed at a public meeting. I still don't know what they wanted to say.
so let me get this right. Where we are at the minute with this story.
Yeah.
Sign went up, and the people are annoyed because they weren't consulted on the sign going up,
Yeah, and they're angry.
and that's the sign in question.
Yeah.
So we still don't know whether they're actually annoyed by what it says or if it's just, you didn't ask us first.
I'm going to quote Hannah and say, you're not going to get what you want out of this.
Right.
That happens a lot. You're just stealing everyone's bit today for your
I
story.
just say, on the on the news, on the website where I got this story, halfway down the article was just a video embedded in the page with the clickbait title, "Where has Little Plumstead's village sign gone?" I wish I'd just watched that and used that as
so
my
many
story.
side stories.
Right, actually, we will get a bit of insight now.
Okay.
Because he's reading it for the first time.
Yeah. His eyes are like this on the screen, like scroll up and down, looking for information.
And then they go wide when I realise
Yeah.
it's...
Ooh.
She said the sign on High Bungay Road was placed there without our agreement and added, "We feel it is misleading because the Broads National Park does not actually exist."
So the Broads, it does exist, isn't it? Like the whole of the Broads is called.
So I investigated this, right, and I found a related story which had dozens of comments, which is pretty rare for a news story on the EDP, arguing about the legalities and whether the Broads is actually a national park and the various definitions.
And what was the outcome?
I don't know. I got bored reading it. I don't know.
Not helped yourself there, Chris.
They couldn't agree.
Read it and summarise.
No, they couldn't agree. Well, I'm summarising. There was a big debate. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if you want to know what the spokesman for the Broads Authority said.
Can I ask one more question before that?
Yeah.
So what's the mystery?
Yeah, so the emails went unanswered, didn't they?
That's not a mystery, because they said that no one was in the job position at that point.
Yeah, but why didn't someone else pick them up?
I was going to criticise that, but it's probably as much as a mystery of any of the other mysteries we've unearthed.
Now, I don't know why they're so concerned. I can only imagine that they're going to get so many tourists and they're going to swamp their little town of Loddon, step on all the grass.
Why you don't know? Because I can still there's a lot of words in your story still, and you've not read that bit. I can see you scrolling, trying to find answers.
But it's going on a bit, so you've got the gist.
Okay, I'm excited to hear comment of the story, I am a bit nervous because I feel like Jamie's getting annoyed that you've done a comment of the story, but I do want to hear it. We'll give him a chance to do it.
Just got to find it.
No, it's at the bottom. Okay, comment of the story, which is the only comment on the story.
Okay. Did you say it had loads of comments? No, that was the other bit.
Different one, yeah. So Roger Price.
Okay.
I really don't get it. What's the problem? Surely the only effect might be to increase house values.
What?
I think he summed it up though. I really don't get it. What's the problem?
I think what you've done there is you've done something slightly different to me, so I'm not annoyed anymore.
Yeah.
I do comment of the story as in it's the best comment, it's funny.
Yeah.
You've done only comment of the story.
That wasn't funny.
And it wasn't. Yeah. And it wasn't funny. I don't know.
His name was Richard Price, which was really boring.
Roger Price. Sorry about that, Roger. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Guys,
you don't want to know any more. That's fine.
I think I've heard enough.
Okay.
Thank you for both giving me stories. I feel like I'm quite a polite judge. I'm quite torn. Right, so Jamie, I'm just going to recap. So Jamie's story made me quite angry, but it did summarise. I quite like the fact that it summarised basically like what we know about celebrity spotting in Norfolk, that you can't really spot any celebrities in Norfolk.
Right,
comment of the story did save it a bit, so that was good. I like what was his name?
P. Boggis.
Yeah, who cares? Because that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Chris, your story took me on quite an emotional rollercoaster because I just couldn't work out what was going on. Like, it was quite hard to know what was going on.
Like a good story takes you on a well written.
I think mine did that.
Well, I don't know what yours did. I got nothing out of yours, no message.
But I feel like it did leave you with this sense of just, I can't believe that's news. And I do enjoy it when like that Facebook page, angry people in local papers, and people just get furious about things.
Yeah.
But like for no reason.
That's just this.
So I think I made my decision. Chris, so the winner of the story gets 2 points. I'm going to give Chris 2 points for the winner of the story. However...
Oh, wow. Pretty happy with that.
Being as you both decided to bring a comment of the story in, and Jamie's was evidently better, I'm going to give Jamie a point for comment of the story.
How do you appeal these decisions? What's the appeal process?
Do we have a court system?
The thing is, we're definitely we've lost track of the scores from the first episode. They're not going to go anywhere.
No, I know. I noticed you're not writing anything down. You're not tracking these scores.
But yeah, no, I have.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm going to tell you at the end though.
Okay.
Chris is paying attention.
So I know this happened yesterday, but I need a wee again. Can we go for a wee for headlines? So otherwise I'm going to rush it. Sorry, everyone.
Han, just while you're out having a wee.
Yeah.
We think we'll put a vote out on
Instagram. I think you can do a vote button on Instagram stories.
You can do it on Instagram stories.
Who's the winner?
Yeah.
Vote for your winner.
Okay.
We'll leave it up for the week.
Yeah.
So although you're the judge, really the audience is the judge.
Well, they haven't got a belt though, have they?
Don't know.
Don't diss the audience.
So we'll put one out like before the episode goes live each time to see who thinks win. Yeah, good point. Good point.
Cool.
Good idea.
Get on your Instagram and vote for who you think the winner is. And that's our appeal process actually at the same time. Doubles up.
That's true. So if we get like an overwhelming it should have been the other person.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Is anybody ready for headlines?
I'm so ready for
I'm
headlines.
so ready.
So ready.
You're doing a great job, by the way, Hannah.
Round 3 is headlines.
I keep forgetting that's what Jamie's doing. And like, what's really unnerving is I'm like, it's a bit weird that Jamie's being so nice. But then I actually forget that it's like a... I'm like, thanks, Jamie. I really mean something for a minute, and I remember.
It's like so unusual. You better do that for me when I'm the judge, Jamie. You better be nice.
He won't be able to bring himself to do that. Okay, headlines. So what I've done for headlines, might do it again, might not, is I've decided to pick stories. So as we said, for headlines, we can pick stories from like wherever. We don't have to stick to Norfolk because we just lost our niche.
Immediately.
So I've decided to pick stories from like places that have a meaning or we know somebody in.
Oh, okay. Nice.
First headline comes from Australia. Big praise. Don't know if it is Sydney where Kat and Simon, our friends, live, but it's from Australia, so.
Okay. All right.
Boy in news report spotted eating what?
A kangaroo burger. Because I had one of them when I was there.
Koala.
No.
His own tongue.
No.
Finger.
No.
Is a part of a body.
No.
It's not 20 questions, Jamie.
Final guesses?
Is it bigger than a house?
Banana with skin on.
No, but that would be weird.
Burnt toast.
No, so the answer is boy in news report spotted eating flies.
That's a bit... I was closest with kangaroo burger.
So what happened is like they were filming like a news report, something I think it was fairly serious. I'm adding bits here. Fairly serious, and they were filming a boy and his mum. And as they were filming, flies were landing on the boy's face, but he just kept putting his tongue out and eating them.
That's so weird. You don't know it, you've got Peter the Wild Boy. Is this Australia's version?
I love Peter the Wild Boy.
We do it next time.
Just so you know, I'm just going to wait until the end of headlines and I can decide who gets some points.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Headline 2. This is taken from Tamworth, which is near Burton, where I live.
All right, yeah.
Bit of a connection there, I guess.
Yep.
Shock as Tamworth bus given what whilst at stop?
A clean.
No. You remember the dirty
Ticket.
buses from...
Yeah.
Yeah, ticket. Oh, that's a bit of a shit headline.
Oh, you got it. Give a ticket.
I'm going to be honest, I feel like I chose this just because it said Tamworth and I didn't really think that was quite a simple one to get.
The only headline in Tamworth. Right. Get one.
My method of finding this not helped.
That's 1-1.
Last one, I don't know where it was set, so I don't know if I do know anyone here.
Okay, so a global anywhere.
I like how you've started saying that there's a theme to where people are. The third one hasn't.
Third one's just on the planet where we all live.
Yeah, everybody that we know. What banned at Merris Wood's annual lambing event due to new legislation?
Nude legislation.
New.
What was the start of that?
So what banned at Merris Wood's annual lambing event due to new legislation?
Oh, cameras.
Sheep.
No.
The things they use to shave the wood
Shears.
off.
No.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, yeah. Music.
Lambs.
It's to do with lambs, but it's not actually lambs.
Lamb eggs.
The lambs are allowed to be there.
Lamb
Bottles
chops.
of milk.
Lamb burgers.
No.
Lamb curry.
No.
Stuff they say it's a food.
They're not allowed to be lambed.
No, I don't actually still know what that means, but I don't think so.
I don't know what lambing is.
Lamb cuddling banned
Oh.
at the annual lambing event due to new legislation. So children will no longer be able to cuddle lambs at Fleecy Frolics lambing weekend.
Oh, it seems
I
sad.
think it's a shame.
It seems a shame, but you can understand if they were squeezing them to death.
So I realised I just took a screenshot of it and I can't read the rest of the story to find out why. But you can't cuddle lambs anymore.
To be fair, I took Bertie to Waxham Barnes for his birthday, and you get to hold a guinea pig.
Oh.
And he very much was just sort of trying to grab at it, so we sort of took him away from it.
Do you think it's more to do with that than so the lambs
I'd
don't get
imagine
hurt?
so, yeah, so they don't get stressed or whatever.
Do you know, I learned the name for it. Adam Holmes at work taught me the name for this. For something, when something's really cute, you just want to like squeeze it and grab it. It's just called aggressive cuteness.
Aggressive
No,
cuteness?
what was it? I've forgotten it.
Great fact, Chris. -1 point.
So I think I've got to give Jamie a point because he actually got one right, which never
really?
happens. And actually, do you know what? He took advantage of the fact that I chose a rubbish headline, so
Yeah.
I'm going to give Jamie a point for headlines.
For taking advantage of you. Good.
Yeah, I'm just going to add that to the score.
Well done, Jamie.
Bear with me for a minute before I...
Well done. No, I don't mind. You can have your point. Have your point. I'm judging next time. So.
You can't just...
So, it's a draw again.
It's a draw.
Not even me to
Definitely
do
a draw,
this.
no. Okay, so, tiebreaker.
You've got a tiebreaker.
Hold on, we can remember, I'm going to take two. And I'll shuffle them under the table.
So, what are you doing?
I'm going to read out a headline, true or false.
Okay.
Fake or real news.
Or take a word out of the headline. Oh.
Don't change it now.
Can't change it.
Okay.
That freaked me out. I was trying to think about changing it. It freaked me out.
Okay.
Woman trapped in chimney. I'm going to start again because I read that weird. Woman trapped in chimney of man she met online. Okay, so woman trapped in the chimney of a man that she met online.
I reckon it's real. I can see it happening. What do you think?
as well, but I'm going to go false, seeing as you went real.
I got in there first.
Who's going for what?
I'll go false.
Real. I think she'd probably tried to escape after an awkward first date.
It is real. It is.
No, to be fair, you did say...
Point, that's how it works.
Yeah.
Point to Chris.
Is it still a draw? The format doesn't work. Go back.
So, again, unbelievably, because I think Chris won episode 1.
Oh my god.
How is this happening?
I feel like we need to come up with a better tiebreaker.
Yeah, for next time if we get another tie break. Maybe we just need to be a bit more like giving of points, but yeah, we'll think about it. So when we were planning this, me and Jamie were both like, Chris is never going to win an episode, it's going to be really funny. He's actually just won the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Did we plan this? Have we got to put planning in towards this, Joe?
Good news is, he's judge, but he can't win next week.
Oh, true.
Unless he
just
changes
decides
the
to give-
rules, yeah.
I decided this week. You both lose.
Okay, well I shall, in preparation for the next episode, I'm going to hand the bell over to Chris.
Amazing. I have to be careful. It's like being given the rings, isn't it? Best man for a wedding. Got to be careful with that. Right. Thanks so much. That's the end of the show, isn't it? I mean, almost at the end of the quiz. Thanks, guys, and thanks everyone for listening. Make sure that you subscribe to us if you're not already, and follow us on the gram. Newsbag at Newsbag Podcast.
We have
We're on
never
there.
said that right.
Make sure you vote and tell us who you think won today. Because if it's not me, then I will obviously humbly accept.
There you go.
There should be changed. Or I won't tell you what the results were. And if you've got stories of your own, write to us.
Let us know.
Let us know your own stories. But for now, guys, our news bag is empty. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.